What's up? Thanks for joining us on Inline Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about AJ Lee, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Becky Lynch segment on Monday Night Raw. I'm your host, Reed D. Frost, a.k.a. Iceman, joined by my co-host, Davey, a.k.a. Davey Jones. What's up, bro?
What's good with it?
What's up? And also joined by my little bro, King Book, a.k.a. Hill King Book. What's up, bro?
What's up?
Hey, y'all think Raw was good tonight?
Yeah, Raw was good tonight.
Yeah, I think it was a good go home show to WrestlePalooza. They did their thing, especially with this AJ Lee segment. Like, bro, like the crowd was hit and miss with it because they were just chanting. They was having fun. You can never be mad with a crowd when they having fun and they doing like shitting on Seth Rollins like they was. I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? Like it was good. You know what I'm saying? But then when we get to the promo, like, oh my God, bro, it was just what they needed. Because it was like elephant in the room. We're happy that AJ Lee is back, but the truth of the matter is this. It has been 10 years, right? Mm-hmm. And she hasn't had no matches yet. We've been talking about it, like what's gonna happen when AJ Lee get in that ring. You know, everyone's so excited for a comeback. AJ Lee is back. Like, she one of my favorite wrestlers. But at the end of the day, that bell is going to ring. And she can't bring it. I don't know. At the other side of this, I don't know if it'll be the same. You know, with the hype of AJ Lee die down, she don't bring it. You know, so like all the pressure's on AJ Lee. We already know what Seth's gonna do. We know what Becky gonna do, and we know how CM Punk can get down if he need to be. But what's AJ Lee gonna do? So, hey, Book, I'm coming to you first. How do you feel about the segment tonight?
The segment tonight, it was really good segment because it was everything it needed to be. It was funny and everything and all that. Like, I enjoyed it. It was entertaining and all that.
It was entertaining. It was. What about you, Davey?
I think it was a pretty good segment. I'm not gonna lie. It was probably the best segment of the night. I really believe that Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins, despite what some people may say, was probably the highlight of that segment.
Yeah, they definitely the highlight.
Yeah, them going back and forth and it all being just a ploy, just to show that they're not as predictable as others may think.
Mm-hmm. You know? That was good though, because they got me. Like everybody in this feud is like one of my favorite wrestlers, right? And when AJ Lee came back at him and said, how can you predict someone that you don't know because I'm crazy and I'm sporadic? How would you be able to know what I'm going to do? And Seth Rollins like, you don't think I can predict how you're going to be? You don't think I can do it? You know what I'm saying? Then she slapped him because what he said about that CM Punk, well, be careful because CM Punk don't take failure well, right? Last time he failed, he left WWE, and that's what he loved wrestling, and he gave up on that. He said, "Be careful, because this time, if you fail, he might end up leaving you." And that got to her. I was like, "Damn!" I think Seth, that's deep. This whole segment was deep, and she slapped him, and then she told him, and she slapped him, and that's when Seth Rollins went back and was talking to Becky, talking about, "Get her, Becky," and we all know Becky. I ain't finna fight her. Becky ain't finna do nothing. That's what it was all that built so good. And then Seth told her it was your fault. Right? Mm-hmm. And then they got into it, and I was like, oh no, not Seth and Becky getting into it, you know? Like I ain't gonna speak for y'all, but for me, they got me. I really thought they was into it. You know what I'm saying? And it all
I was thinking like this is for such a stupid reason too.
It was, but it's husband and wife.
Becky was scared of it.
Yeah, but Becky's scared to fight anybody. You know, I just how Becky cowardly to fight anybody. She did that to Natalia and Maxine. She was like, you know, so that's just who Becky is. She ain't gonna fight nobody.
I knew it was about to happen. When Seth said,
that's good for her.
When Seth said, "I got somebody," I knew Becky was gonna get scared. When Seth said, "I got somebody that'll do something,"
hey, you see how she looked behind her? She said, "AJ." Dave, you see how she looked behind her? She was like, "Who you got?" I'm like, damn.
Right.
The dad.
He had AJ Lee eyes with a nasty, man.
Nasty. That was something, bro. Because the whole setup, they tricked her because because Seth Rollins chased CM Punk out and left AJ Lee alone. You know, and then that's when Becky snuck in and snuck her, and that planted the seed of this. And the tag match at WrestlePalooza is gonna be men versus men and women versus women. If AJ Lee can't stay on her own too, what's gonna happen to AJ Lee? And this is my question to y'all because they brought it up in the segment. They said they brought up something I didn't even know was an issue. They said one of the reasons why she retired was because she had a bad neck. So my question to you, Davey, do you see that coming into play on Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday, I think.
Saturday? They be mixing it up so much. I'd be like, which one? You know, they don't just they don't stay consistent on which day. But yeah, Davey, so what do you think? So you think that neck gonna come into play on Saturday?
For sure. Becky's willing to take anything. You saw that she was willing to take that cheap shot. She literally created a ploy just to get a cheap shot in a promo battle. Like,
yeah, she playing She playing the DC.
More desperate than that.
Yeah.
She dropped it right on top of her neck too. That was crazy. When she picked her little body up, I was like, God, that was like rock on a rock bottom back in the day. You know, that's what it gave me, bro. It was all like that. So, Book, how'd you feel about that? About her giving her the manhandle slam and hitting her in the back of her neck? That's like almost messed up.
That was crazy. Because that was unexpected. Because I didn't expect her to slide back in and manhandle her. That
I didn't either.
Was nasty.
Everything was moving so fast.
I didn't even see her slide back in because I was still looking at Seth and CM Punk.
It was too late.
Man, they tried. Somebody need to be fired in the back.
I know. I didn't see it till she was up in the air. I was like, oh shit.
When she was up there, I was like,
she was up there. She was up there, bro. This gonna be good. So my next question is the you Book. How you feel about the match on Saturday? After all this, after AJ Lee's comeback, after her first promo, which was a home run, and after tonight's segment, which was another home run, they've been just going crazy with this one. This is one of the best builds we've seen in a long time.
It is a good build. But as far as the pay-per-view match, I got the PLE match, I got I'm still riding with CM Punk and AJ Lee.
Yeah, I can see that too. I can definitely see that too. What about you, Dave? How you feeling about it?
See, Seth and Becky, they got the belts. It just makes sense that for something where no belts is on the line, they're probably gonna take the loss, especially with them heels.
It's no belts online, but this is way more than that. This is about family. This is about pride. You know what I'm saying? This is way more than about belts. You know, it's about husband and wife, you know, defending y'all's honor, you know, defending y'all's pride, you know, like who gonna, neither one of them, want to get embarrassed by the other. They all like the spotlight and they all egotistical.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, their own way. So I'm like, this one here, bro, is deep. This one right here is going crazy. Yeah. So when you look at the whole feud, Dave, as a whole, what do you see? What's your thoughts on the whole thing right now? Until we get to the next chapter.
I gotta go with CM Punk and AJ Lee.
Are you gonna go with CM? Why? Why you say that?
I think they got it. Like I said, I don't know. They just it's something about them being heels and the fact that they have belts. I feel like if they didn't have any belt or title, I can see them probably.
And Seth and Becky got over them.
They would need the momentum.
What about Seth and Becky's momentum tonight? They riding high. They went back to the back and celebrated. They said, we the greatest couple ever in WWE.
But at the same time,
they was rolling.
Came back. She needs the win. She needs. Come on now. Especially if she's gonna stay for a little bit.
She do need the win. But how y'all gonna feel when y'all see AJ Lee getting beat down on Saturday? They gonna rip y'all's heart out, or y'all gonna be like, man, she maybe shouldn't have came back? Was it the right decision, or was it not?
She's not gonna get beat down.
I don't know. I don't think she's gonna get beat down.
Hey, I think she'll get beat down. Y'all sleep on Becky because she cowardly, but when that bell rings, we all know the truth. Becky brings in. She is like that. She's ever since the word the IC champion. There's a reason why they say she's the best champion in WWE right now. So Becky don't play no games. She comes off as cowardly, but when that bell rings and she gets everything she wants and it's a big moment, she delivers. You know what
she
I'm
delivered.
saying?
Just wait till you see AJ deliver that Black Widow. That's all I'm saying. You got
But
that
this,
arm in the air. She ain't gonna know
but
what
this
to
the
do.
thing y'all two missing. AJ Lee wrestled in the Divas era. In the Divas era, was they wrestling or was it just all about performance, character, and story? She wasn't in the horsewomen that came after. Becky started along with a lot of others, AJ Lee and a lot of others, started a new era when wrestling was king. It wasn't about the looks. It was more about wrestling. AJ Lee never had that, you know? So if she wasn't a great wrestler all the way back then, what makes y'all think she's gonna come Saturday and put on the show? What gives y'all y'all's belief that she gonna come in and give y'all a show?
I don't know, cause I feel like for one, she knows that. Like,
There's a lot of pressure on AJ Lee. She never had this many eyes on her. World was on her shoulders. You know,
yeah. I feel like everything you said, she definitely knows that, and that's probably been in the back of her head this entire ride coming back. And you could tell that she knows that because look at the way she looks right now. This is probably the best we've ever seen her look.
She probably been training for a long time. Ever since she came back, she probably been back in that performance center down there working with the NXT girls.
She got a physique for real. Like she's taking this seriously.
What about you, Book? How you feel about it?
I feel like she's gonna do good during this match. AJ Lee, she ain't gonna mess up. AJ Lee know this is a big moment. She ain't gonna ruin nothing.
But this is what I want to know from y'all, Book. What to you? What would deem a good performance from AJ Lee? Just getting there, and not messing up, getting there and showing out, or what? What to you deems a good performance from AJ Lee? Cause you know everybody there's gonna be people that's like excited to see her. There's gonna be people judging on a high scale. Okay, now in this area, you got to meet this bar, and there's gonna be people waiting to see her fail. Where do you stand in all that?
I don't think she's gonna go in there and be crazy because she's gonna do enough just to get by.
Mm-hmm.
Like she'll do enough to get by. Like she'll hit her her iconic moves and get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
I think Seth and CM Punk, they'll be doing majority of the work.
Yes, and Becky,
at least she'll probably come in for a comeback or something in the finish.
Because I feel like that's what the tag match is set up for, to get her feet back right. Mm-hmm. Get her back a match and stuff like that, just in case that she is a little nervous or something, because it is her first match in 10 years. That's anybody. It could be John Cena come back after 10 years. He going to be a little rusty. Talking about, let me get my feet back right before I really can get into this, Mm-hmm. Let me feel the ropes again. Let me take a couple bumps. You see, tonight she took her first bump tonight. What we all say, we were like, damn.
Yeah.
That was
a nice ass step.
That was her first bump in 10 years. So I'm like, that's her first bump. We don't know what's about to happen. But David, where you stand on that?
I feel like with AJ Lee, I feel like she definitely gonna come back, and I feel like, let me get my words together here.
Yeah, get it right.
Get it right. For her to do good in this match, it's a hard question to answer because it's like
you don't know
wrestle in 10 years.
Yeah, that's a long time. Definitely in wrestling years, that's a long time.
And some people's opinions or expectations for it may be a lot higher than others.
Mm-hmm. That's why I was going with that right there.
So long, and people are calling her, this is my favorite wrestler of all time, and low key, now this is up for debate. It's going to be put up to debate at this point.
And she's the hottest in the world right now too. So
but I feel like also because she just came back, she also is going to get a lot of leeway for whatever she does. I'm
gonna give her leeway. I'm not gonna be one of those people that's harshly judging her. If she do mess up or her timing ain't there yet. It's her first match in 10 years. You go try to do you do anything after 10 years to see how you feel. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on now. You gotta give her grace. That's the world we live in now, where people is so bad when they waiting for you to fail. And that sucks, but that's just how it is. That's why I was saying I want to know how you feel. Like, what in your mind, what would deem it to be a good performance in your eyes?
Let me just say this. As long as she don't mess up, have too many want moments, she gonna be straight.
Yeah. She gonna be straight.
I want to see a GTS though.
Oh, you want to see her do a GTS? Ooh, she pick up Becky and do a GTS? That would be crazy.
I want to see that.
I don't know, cause you think she can pick her up? Becky don't weigh that much, cause Becky in great shape too. Yeah, Becky in great shape too. So I think she can pick her up. So so my final prediction, just like y'all, I say it's gonna be CM Punk and AJ Lee. I like Davey said, it just feels like she just came back. It just feel like it just makes sense, and they got the titles, and CM Punk is chasing after the world title, and AJ Lee after this is gonna be going for the IC title. So it sets up the next chapter. This is the chapter of her coming back, and now we get to the next chapter. You know, we just checking boxes. We check the question of how's she gonna look in our first match back? We got the answer. You know what I'm saying? And now we move on to the next match will be her and Becky, and that one's gonna be crazy. And Saudi too. After all the announcement, everybody going crazy. Oh man. That's gonna be something to see.
So I'm excited for him.
With just those two in the ring. Because AJ got a little special thing about her where like she just like commands the TV when she's on there. You know, she's super comfortable in her own skin, and the way that she moves, the way she speaks, is just like unique because it's just how she does it. You don't see nobody else does the way that she does it. You know, because like she's special. So David, what's your final thoughts on this segment, or what's your final thoughts on this going to WrestlePalooza?
Man, I ain't got too much to say. It was a good ass segment. I mean, I can just say it was a good segment. It was a good ass segment. But you know, fortunately, AJ and CM Punk for the dub. I got it.
What about you? What's your final thoughts on it?
My final thoughts is it was a good segment to like because, and I just hope AJ Lee do good at the pay-per-view because they gonna bash her if she don't. Well, I wouldn't say they'll bash her, but they gonna talk bad about her though.
They gonna talk bad about her. And that's a sad thing. You see how they did Nikki? They couldn't wait to see Nikki botch. That was sad.
But like, who really cared about Nikki?
Yeah, I know. Like she hadn't wrestled in a while. It wasn't 10 years, but she hadn't wrestled in a while either. And they couldn't wait to see her botch.
Love Island and shit.
I know. When was she ever a wrestler? Like she is the definition of the Divas era. People just love to complain. That's why I was saying like we know it's gonna happen. So my final thoughts is just like John Dre. I want her to go out there and have a good match and don't botch at all because people is waiting to see her fail, and that's an unfortunate situation of it. You know, unfortunate reality of it. So yeah, but hey, we reached the end line. We catch y'all later. Peace.